Hi lads and lasses, just a little bit of a foray into the old practice. We were talking about practice the other day in this month's A Chuck and a Chat, and this is a bit of a follow on from it. Short video here, and what we're going to do is a little bit of fly on the wall. I'm going to show you how I practice. There's lots of different practice routines that I use, but what I'll do over the next couple of weeks, months, something like that, is I'll just do one, maybe a week, something like that, one every week and a half, to fit in with the other videos. But what I'll do is I'll just give you a bit of a fly on the wall type look at the way that I practice and what I do during practice. So what we'll do is set off just as we normally do. As if I've just walked in and I'm stone cold, which is what I am. I've just walked in, haven't even got my dart shirt on. I'm just going to do this in just one of my old t-shirts. So basically this is a very relaxed session, this, and it's just about basically getting the technique right, which I think is imperative. Just really makes a massive difference to the lower level dart players. Maybe doesn't make as much difference to the elite lads that are on the TV, but I think it might make a bit of a difference to you guys. Right, so first of all what we do is, I'm in a very fortunate position with the mechanical throwers. I can choose any set of darts. So we've got one or two sets of darts out there, one or two sets that I've not used for a while. Haven't got anything built up. Where that's come from I don't know, but we've got one dozen dart here. I won't do one of those sessions where I just use different types of darts, but what I'm going to do is just make any old set of darts up just to show you that it's all about technique and not about the weight, or not the shape of your darts, but now we've got a that's already built up. There's a set of BVDs here, just a standard set of BVDs, I think, yeah, the Veracities, but these are just the plain ones, not the gold ones, so we'll just have a go with these. Alright, so basically just to start off with, basically it's just throwing at the ball. Just in the most relaxed form that you can. So that's it, it's just relaxed, just basically just putting those darts in with your mind, nice and relaxed. Just plopping them in. Oh dear.
What we all need to do is always just take a deep breath for a moment and just really think of each other. And actually when you do that, you start feeling better on the way with the other place.
Now, so what we're going to do now is start the actual practice regime. So first of all what we're going to do is 20s, 19s, 18s, 17s. The fact that they're not in the 60 doesn't matter. What you're trying to do is get that down the line throwing, so as long as all of them are in the 20 bed, that's the best you can be hoping for or achieving by just doing this. It's just like trying to get those three darts to go in the same direction and land in the same spot. Those three, as you can see, the actual points are virtually touching. Right, so we've had 2 or 3 visits for the 20s. What I would recommend is, as I always do, 4 or 5 visits for 20s, then 19s, 18s, 17s, and then start mixing them up. See, the throw remains exactly the same. All I'm doing is just altering that body position slightly. So instead of being up here, I'm down here to throw at it. So bloody hell, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a Gerwin Price, I'm juggling. Gerwin. I'm doing a Gerwin Price, like a Daith Llewellyn. That was good, wasn't it, that last one? So again, just altering the body position. Throw remains the same. So the darts go hopefully where you want them to. Oh dear. It's more like it. Good adjustment there. Alright, so now what we're doing, again, as you can see, I'm not running backwards and forwards, I'm ambling. All I'm doing is just strolling backwards and forwards. Get that heart rate down, get your breathing down, get everything nice and calm.
Or if it's something where you're jockeying for position, you need to respect each other's position or space or time. Right?
No.
So they've always had that kind of really how to cope with things. And it's just happened naturally. And so the kids have all found their own time when they want to take a best side. My son didn't take a best side until he was 79. And because he fell in love.
So there we go, hopefully you'll agree that that's nice and relaxed and what have you. You can see there's no rushing backwards and forwards. It's just a matter of taking your time, stumbling backwards and forwards. Make sure you're absolutely comfortable and feel nice and relaxed before you start throwing the darts at each visit. Obviously I haven't got enough space here, but as I say on quite a lot of videos, really good for when you're practicing is walk back past, if you've got enough room, walk back past the hockey, stand at the back 2 or 3 breaths before you walk up and address the hockey even. Now what we're doing is on to 17s. See, adjust the body down. Ooh, bad deflection there. And a timid third dart. Trying to get it in that gap there. Trying too hard. That's what happens when we try too hard. There we go, 2 and 17. 1 right on top of the other. This is all you're doing, nice and relaxed. There we go, slack ones there. Come back round, breathe yourself down again. Not the best, but 1 in there. I think you'll agree if you can actually place 1 in every visit, it's not that bad. Right, so we've done the 20s, 19s, 18s and 17s now. So what we do now, like I say, is we're doing combo shots. So basically, like you see the lads on the telly, 20s, 20s, 19s. and then 20s, 19s, 19s. 19, 20, 20. 19, 20, 18. So you're moving about, but you're only moving out a little bit, and try and keep it so as you're getting 2 goals at one of the trebles. Sorry, get my teeth in. So as you get 2 goals at one of the trebles to start off with. So we'll start up here. What we'll do is we'll have 1 up there, nice and slack, and 2 down here. And it's just a matter of getting a feel for moving the throw from up there to down here. Doesn't matter how accurate they are to start off with. So this first one was slack, concentration had gone. Back in a minute. Yeah, I think it was Ellie who logged that. Brilliant. Face. Shite. Right, where were we? Sorry for that little bit of an interruption there. Where we were was cover shots. So, as you could see, the first one was like ballooned, really out of the way. But it's not what we're aiming for. What we're looking for is the cover shot. So the first one, you're just chucking it out the 60. The second 2, you're just adjusting the body down, and hopefully getting a result like that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do it the opposite way. Terrible first cover shot. But again, as we say, it doesn't matter. This is what practice is all about. That's better.
From the Sky News Centre at 8, 7 people have been detained after an incident on an oil tanker off the Isle of Wight. Earlier, police requested military assistance to deal with that major incident. It's understood 7 stowaways were discovered by the ship's crew as it made its way towards Southampton. This morning, officers say they made verbal threats to staff and that nobody has been reported injured.
Right, 18. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go for, we've done 19s for 18s, so what we're going to do now is a smaller adjustment, but an important one nevertheless, and it's a lateral one. So we're going 19s to 17s.
The government has defended its stance on free school meals despite growing anger and the threat by people to call for another vote on.
And that's hopefully what you're trying to achieve. Treble 19, treble 17, treble 17.
In sport, Arsenal are at home to Leicester in the final Premier League game of the Dynamite Dave.
It's nearly half-time. It's Arsenal 0, Leicester 0. Arsenal's big money signing Thomas Partey on his full Premier League debut has shown occasional flashes of talent. One particularly excellent, lofty 40-yard pass, oozed class but came to nothing. Leicester clearly recognised his danger, having put Harvey Grant on man marking duty. Arsenal's Lacazette has had a ball in the back of the net, but rightly disallowed for offside. Half chances only. It's Arsenal 0, Leicester 0.
Thank you very much. Elsewhere, leaders Everton have lost in the Premier League for the first time this season. They were beaten 2-0 at Southampton.
Right, and now we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to do some doubling. So we've done a little bit of that. We don't want to do it for too long because, as I've said, it gets a bit monotonous and a bit boring, and you're thinking your concentration level drops, which is what happened after that first really good one on the 19s and the 17s. My concentration stroke interest level has disappeared. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to try some doubles. So first is probably the most popular, we'll go for 16s. And again, we're just trying to relax into it, so we're just plopping those darts as close to that double 16 as possible.
Well, may I wish you a very good evening. It's Mark Dolan with you on a Sunday
Not so bad.
night. 2 hours of radio and a very compelling selection of guests we have for you at Mary's.
As we start to relax into it, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go from the 16s to the 8s.
Delighted to say we have another instalment of weird news from around the world. Our intrepid talk radio reporter,
Just the
Rebecca
one.
Adams, is unavailable. She's holed up in an Iraqi jail. So stepping into her capacious boots is program associate Harry Jackson.
One again.
And he has 3 weird and extraordinary stories from around the world, including a green puppy, a Halloween catapult,
Move again. So we're going to go now to 15s, which is one of my favourite ones because it's good for putting your 2 15s for, so if you end up on 60, it's a bit more of an interesting way to go. If your opponent's, depending on how good you are, if your opponent's on 250 or something and you're pretty good on your doubles, it's just a nice way to go.
History of a country that's perhaps little understood. Ireland, Gillian O'Brien, she's the top author, she joins us.
Oh, so close, but just the one.
Delighted to say, towards the end of the first hour, producer Rosie is back in the hot seat with more burning issues of the day.
So, you know, this is how we would do it.
More encounters with wild animals.
That's what I would go for anyway. Two single 15s for a double 15. For Mr. First one, always make sure that you're aiming for the inside wire. So we'll move to 10s now.
Now, real life crime in the second hour of the show. We will have a story of one of the most notorious drug traffickers.
Milk one.
Louis Antonio Neighbor. It took 5 countries working together and a decade of time to catch him, but so they did. He tells his story in a brand new book called Pure Narco, co-written
Just
by
the
top
one.
journalist Jesse Fink, who is live at 9. All of that plus your calls, texts and tweets, this show belongs to you. Feel free to join the conversation at any point. My number is 0344
Oh, don't put nil point again. So we'll move from that one. What we're going to do is we're going to move from that one to 12s.
And your message to 87222. It's free.
So it's adjusting the body up, getting that nice and
Yourselves in, folks.
relaxed, but getting the right body position, just the one.
We're all abreast about an extra hour in bed. Let's go.
So again. There we go, one again. So it's just entirely about getting that body position right. We'll do one more, and what we'll do is we'll go for 18s. No point. Because again, it's just about relaxing. Good grouping. One again, no point. Well, I don't think I could have gotten any nearer than that. But again, no point. Right, so now we've done all those bits and bobs. What we do, coming towards the end of the session now, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a couple of legs against the computer. So hopefully they're nice and warmed up now. We've done a few bit of this and a bit of that. The reward at the end is always playing a game, because let's face it, that's what we're here for, is to actually play the game, but the structured practice is absolutely vital. Right, so let's have a couple of legs. Just to make it interesting, what I'll do is I'll change darts again.
People's lives, and there's no doubt about it. But there's something that you miss when you rely completely on that technology.
So we've moved over now to the BVD Scaracities. Right, we'll say, couple of legs, here we go.
And your memory for the places that you go through is going to be much diminished. But there is a case for saying, well,
85.
technologies, usually they don't fail. But the other thing to remember is the part of the brain that enables us to find our way around.
If you're wondering what the app is, it's Dart Scoreboard. So you just go on the App Store. It doesn't work on Apple, I don't think, so if you've got an Apple iPhone, you'll have to find something different. But this is on the App Store, and you just type in Dart Scoreboard, and I've been using it now for about 4 years. I don't see anything wrong with it, and that's why I don't really change it. I've reviewed a few others and what I've used them, they've been really good, but I just like this, it works really well, it's very simple. The only thing I'd change with it, and I have actually put requests in, is for the, so as we could have a 180, a 140, a 100 and a 60 button on it. So as you just press the one rather than keep having to type it in, that's all. The rest of it is absolutely spot on. Right, so, is it 2? Oh dear. 45. That was terrible, that. Too busy gabbing. Taking the arrows.
The area of the brain that we're talking about is an organ called the hippocampus, an ancient organ that contains
100.
cells that are sensitive to places you pass through. And these cells help with navigation, but they also are sensitive to remembering things that we've done and places we've been to and all other kinds of things. So it's those cells really are passive,
60.
not doing anything when we're
Pretty poor actually. 211 after 12. Don't prove that. But, like I say, it's not an intense session, this one, it's just a nice technique session.
Well, it's impressive, but the other
41.
is pretty impressive as well. But most of them
That leaves me the big fish.
which been done on human navigation was actually initially done on rats, and the rat brain has a similar structure to the human brain.
No.
And rats are remarkable navigators, and they're
100. Oh no, it's not, sorry, it's 60.
extremely effective at allowing
Oh, not 600, David.
to find each other through a maze, to remember different places, and the human brain works in a very similar way.
Indeed, how much of our navigation is
110.
so let's quite enjoy a bit of jogging from time to time.
Oh dear.
If I'm away and it's somewhere
Oh, dear.
different, then certain streets
42.
in my mind or public house or street sign. So it's
68.
aspect of it significant, or is that rather
Oh, he's just missed. For 32. How should we go for this one?
Through a place. So if you're on your run and you pass various landmarks that stick out, trees or impressive looking
Yeah,
houses,
for 2 darts.
notice them, then those cells
I'll have that one. Good God. That is unbelievable. I'm just going to take this one in while you can still see off that one that I'm not cheating. Look at that. For 2 double 17s. How awesome is that?
which is the sort of representation of
Let's make sure we're back in the right spot.
the next time. And that is what gives us
When it's
feeling of familiarity in the wilderness and becomes sort of around. Because it's a terrifying thing. But it's not dissimilar to being lost in a mental illness. I mean, people who are depressed report feeling in much the same way that people who are lost in the wilderness. And if you're feeling anxious,
right, as you would probably expect. End of the session, everything goes away.
building a sort of connection with the world around you that can actually help that anxiety and can help stabilise you.
Slovenliness is no good when you're playing darts, says Dave in his t-shirt and his sweatpants. Right, so that is the end of this very, very informal practice session. So there'll be as few cuts in this as possible. It really is like a fly on the wall thing. Cut a couple of things out. I had to go away for a few minutes to sort some things out. I had to go away a couple of times during while I've been throwing, so there'll be one or two little cuts in it, but I'll make them as evident as the nose on your face so you can know exactly where I've cut it, where I haven't. As you can see, the two dartboard lights are capturing me everywhere where I go in the room, so there's been no cheating whatsoever, there's been no hiding anything. Every throw has been absolutely 100% genuine, and that's it, end of story. Right, so thanks for watching Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. Don't forget, lads and lasses, structured practice is the only way forward, and don't forget, always, 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 you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in, and always, 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 toe to the hockey.
Well, you'll get somewhere.
Alexa, off. Alexa, board light off.